Kayla is about to go live online. Catch All Out Monster hit music, All Out celebrity interviews, All Out showbiz and sports news, All Out fun, an exclusive on the Monster. Catch the stream on the Monster Facebook page at RX931, the Monster YouTube channel at RX931, and twitch.tv/Monster RX931. Your All Out hosts, Rico Robles and Kayla Rivera. Stand by and enjoy the program.
Indeed. It is a fantastic Friday.
Yeah. You know, this is something big. Why? Because they caught everybody by surprise. Caught me by surprise. I know it was like a big, a week, how it started in show business and actually in the entertainment world. So let's just say, explain a lot more of this. We have the very own, none other, from Careless Music, of course, James Reid. Hi, James.
Hey, James.
What's up, guys?
Hey.
Happy Friday. Thanks for having me.
Dude, you done it again. Look at you guys. Surprises. Right? I mean, my goodness. It was the first.
Never let him know your next move. I'm guessing.
But, you know, first and foremost, James, kumusta? How's everything going for you, man?
It's been good. I've been all over the place. We've been doing a lot of big things. I just got back from LA again. I think 2-3 weeks ago, and yeah, it's been crazy. There's a lot been going on. We've signed, so as everyone knows by now, we've signed 2 new artists, REID ISSA PRESSMAN and Liza Soberano. You know, I tried to keep that a secret for a long time, but then I think everyone kind of already knew what was going to happen. But yeah, it's cool. We're excited. We have a lot of plans for them, and you know, I'm excited to share them with you guys. Also, you know, to get Issa on.
You know, James, when we first heard of this whole scene of Liza, right? It was in Los Angeles. I saw the post by DJ Flick. And I was like, ano meron? But nasa LA, ano meron? And I thought it was first Nancy of Momoland. I was like, no, that's not Nancy. That's Liza. Is she going to be making music? Is this going to be the thing? Now, first, I mean, the question there is, okay, so what's Liza going to be doing?
So Liza will be doing music. That's something that she's really wanted to do as well. And while we were out there, we were able to make, you know, a couple of songs. So I think everyone's going to be pretty shocked with what she can actually do. I don't think she's ever been given that kind of opportunity or, you know, that kind of music. So I'm very excited to share that with everyone when it comes out. But I mean, her main focus as well is to be able to do acting in LA. So, you know, and I really think that she has a huge shot. You know, like I said before, you know, I think if anyone's going to make it internationally, I think, you know, Liza has a big chance.
Exciting that she is going to be stepping into music, because that's something we haven't seen from her. Is there like a genre that she's going to be like veering towards?
Or is it all a secret?
Yeah, true.
For now, I'd rather surprise everyone. You know how we like our surprises.
Eh, masaya dito kay James pag ini-interview natin dito, nagdudulas palagi. All the time. So, you know, I think there's somebody pinching him under the table as we speak, as far as the signing is concerned. Now, you know, for you guys, I mean, the trade launch, this is something new that you guys have done, because you've only just done, you know, with Lisha as well. You guys did a little pocket press launch, but this one's major, man. Now, what made you decide to do the signing here in the Philippines, you know, to have that whole contract signing here instead of Los Angeles?
Oh, no, that's because, you know, we are, you know, a Filipino music label and management company. You know, these are my roots. Like, I've been in LA and I'm going to be there a lot, but at the end of the day, like, this is my home, you know? Like, I get really homesick when I'm out there, but, you know, that's why we wanted to release it here. And the reason why we wanted to do something, you know, of that scale, you know, how grand it was because, yeah, these are, like, Issa PRESSMAN and Liza Soberano, 2 really big artists. And, you know, it's a really big deal. And, you know, we were able to share our plans with everyone that we have for this year, which is, I think the main one is going to be the Careless mixtape. So we haven't done that since like 2018.
That's right.
So this one will feature yeah, this one will feature the whole roster of Careless.
Mhm.
There's everyone now, plus there's more on the way that we haven't
So
announced
so
yet.
far, who's on the roster now for Careless? Okay, you have Messiah, you do
We
have
have me,
Julianne.
we have Messiah, we have Jolian, we have Lisha,
Mhm.
um, and oh yeah, myself, of course. I keep forgetting. I'm also an artist. Damn it. And yeah, recently, um, Issa and Liza.
Mhm.
But there's more
Mm.
coming.
More coming. All right. So,
Yeah.
question: how does one audition to be part of Careless? I mean, if one wants to be a part of the roster, do you guys have open mics, or is it more of like you guys will scout them if they have potential, then you be the one to call them up and all that?
Yeah, we don't do that. Uh, Usually what happens is that I go to you.
Mhm.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's how we've done it with with all the artists that we've signed. I find out about them. I think they're dope,
Mhm.
and I go to them.
And we know the story of Liza getting a message from you because she did share it. It took a year, and then she replied and all that. But what's the story with Issa? Okay, so how did you get in touch with Issa, and what was the reason? I know you guys work with Marcus Davis. You guys with as far as the beat production, but with Issa Preston, what's the story behind that?
I think ever since I started Careless, because me and Issa have been friends for a long time. We go way back, because of
Mhm.
Yassi, and
Mhm.
uh, I always knew that she had a really great voice, and I was like, hey, what do you think about doing music? But then, she wasn't really creating her own songs yet. Like she loved music, but she wasn't really doing it yet,
Mhm.
and I still thought there was like potential. So we talked about it before, just like jokingly about joining Careless,
Mhm.
and when she started releasing music, she was just making it for fun,
Mhm.
making tracks. And she worked with Marcus Davis, and then uh, she let me hear this one song she did, Monkey Business, and it was a really dope track. I was really shocked. I was like, damn, this is good. She worked with a producer from Europe, and she wrote the song herself. And I hadn't heard anything like that from the Philippines. So then when I heard that, I came back another day just to talk about, her sign on to Careless, and she was like, if there was really anyone else, it really would be you guys.
Mhm.
So, that was like it just made sense. You know what I mean?
Oh, so mga nagchichismis dyan, ah. Kasi there was a time people are DMing me too of chismis. Oh, it's James Reid and Issa hanging out. They're making music, people. You know what I mean? These people are
Mm.
like, you know what I'm saying? So here we go. Without further ado, let's bring her in. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Issa Pressman. Hi, Issa.
Hi, Isa.
Hey, hello. I was just
How are
laughing in
you
the
guys? Diba? I mean, congratulations, Isa.
Congrats.
This is a foray of music for you, full blast na, no? Because we never really thought, okay, is she gonna be in the content creating side? Is she in the fashionable side? Music, everything. First and foremost, kamusta? How's everything going?
Everything's been good. I mean, like things have been up and busy, and like one thing that I haven't been like really focusing on was music nga. But then I knew that it was what was making my heart happy. I found love with it. And
Mhm.
it was sad that I didn't get to focus much on it. Kaya, like when I started talking to James, I was like, this would be the perfect time. And with as he mentioned, like if I were to work with a label or be under a label, it would definitely be with Careless, because
Mhm.
it's like a group of friends that have been doing like a lot of things already in the music industry, and I've always looked up to them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's just
Mm.
cool. It's like everything you guys are doing is just cool, James, Isa. Diba?
At the
It's
end of the
and
day,
it's
that's all it is. We're just like, we just want to do cool stuff. That's at the end of the
Uh-huh.
day. That's
Paano na yung mga
the
mall shows, 'di ba? Iba na yung mga anthem nyo, 'di ba? I mean, how did it feel when she stepped in the recording studio with you? When you guys worked on music, how was that initial meeting when you guys first met? And how did James open up Isa that they wanted to sign you? How did Jeff open it up for you guys?
actually for me,
It
if you don't mind,
was.
Mhm.
when I first came to meet Issa and talk about this, because I'm really bad at it.
Mhm.
Um, at like trying to convince someone to come on board. Maybe it's because like I'm too I don't know how to say this. Yeah, I don't. Anyway, it was weird, and she was like, it was a really weird conversation because we were friends for a long time, and then me talking about like business and like signing onto the label, it was kind of awkward. Yeah.
And what was the
Yeah,
offer, Ina? What was it that James and Jeff offered you, or James that told you that made you be like, all right, I will pursue music? I mean, with the Marcus Davis album, medyo ano lang yun eh, no? Get your feet wet on the music scene, right? I mean, what was it?
yeah.
Is it a full album? Is it a concert? What was it that he said?
No, it wasn't like anything that he promised. It wasn't more about just like, "This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna make music, we're gonna make this, we're gonna make that." It was less about that. It was more about like believing in me. I think that's what got me. It was like I was amazed that someone like them, who has been very experienced in the music industry, respects and likes my art too. So I was like, okay, then I'm in. Like, honestly, we've still got like a bunch of stuff to discuss because I literally just signed also, and we're all just figuring things out. One good thing about them is they don't want to lay everything out and force me to do everything because this is what I have to do. They're giving me a chance to explore and hear what I want to do, how I want to do it, and stuff like that.
Hey, that's nice.
Awesome. And like, so right now, as early like in this like creative process, are there like inspirations, like artists that you're drawing inspiration from? And is there any like dream collaborations that you have in mind?
Dream collaborations. My God, it's a lot. But it's funny? Like my inspirations vary from like one artist to the other with different styles. Like when I was way younger, like we've got Yuna. I know James did a collaboration with her too. I watched her before when I was younger. Every time that I would listen to her music and her songs, there's always like a vision. Like I literally see an image of what she's trying to say, and everything's all based on experience. It was such like she was really storytelling. So I was like, that's another way of telling a story. That's another way of telling an experience, which was nice for me. And I'd say like is definitely one of the artists who inspired me to write my own songs. Because it would be, I don't know, it would be different for me to sing like a couple of words or like a message which I don't mean. So yeah, songwriting was definitely her. There's a bunch more, but like one like an artist in general, Alicia Keys, just because she's so knowledgeable of what she knows and what she does. She's not just a singer. Like she's also into productions. She knows exactly what she wants to do. She's made an impact, and even like outside of being an artist, just as a person, she's stood up for a lot of things too. So yeah.
I mean, now, like with you signing into music full on, we know that your sister Yassi is into music. You guys are all triple threats, man. Did you get any tips from her? Did she give you, any pointers? Or you just do your own thing? Because I see you guys on TikTok a lot. There's like 4 of you as a crew, right? That always be dancing and all that. I mean,
okay. So Keiko's the number one TikTok queen, and we've got Yassi also, who's super into TikTok. They usually drag in Elena. They're very lucky whenever they do get to drag me in, which is very rare. But it's just like fun things. But with the music industry, I guess it's more of like the more showbizy artist side, because like the art I'm in total control of, but then whenever there's like more of me as an artist, more of me on stage, like that's when Yasi comes in and then she kind of trains me. Perfect example is during the trade launch. Like she was like, so what are the questions? I was like, oh, I read it already. She's like, do you have answers? I was like, yeah, I do. And then she's like, let me hear. I was like, okay. And then I say it. And then she goes like, no, talk about this one too. Add this, add that. That's how you feel right. Say that. So she's such a stage mom. It's cute.
the awesome relationship, of course, of the Pressman sisters. Now, James, is this something that since these girls that you've signed, other than the music, mga strength niya, mga social media, do you see? I mean, is this an angle that Careless is looking at as well, as managing content creators and also actors and actresses other than music?
I mean, when it comes to Issa, like that's really one of her strengths is that she's like one of the top influences in the country, and she's an artist. She's creative. Like amazing eye for fashion. So like all of these things, you know, one of the things that really stood out about her was when she did the music video for Monkey Business. So she produced that thing, she directed it, starred in it, like the whole concept came from. Did you also do like the set design?
Yes, I drew the set, and our production designer built it. So yeah,
So
Yeah,
mas
everything is
mas makakatipid ka, James, kasi she could do everything all in one go, right?
True,
but
true.
that's what we look for. Like he
I'll
has
charge
the
high.
Well, I was
but
actually, I was also, oh, sorry, go ahead, James.
no, I was gonna say like that's what we look for. Like artists that have, you know, that vision. You know, they know what they want, and we're just here to help them like make that happen.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Do you think, like, I mean, in terms of like your creative like directors of Careless, do you think, Issa, do you think you'd ever like consider one of those positions if it would ever be open to you? Because if you have the eye for it.
You'd have to work with hands.
Being a creative director, no, definitely with my own stuff, I'm still gonna be hands-on. Again, that's one thing that Careless has to do naman, to really be like hands-on with your stuff, like your creativity. They definitely, again, don't force you to do anything you don't want, or if it's not your style and all that. But to be the creative director in general, nako, hands is gonna get mad. No, but they've already got a man for that. I don't want to steal the show. But of course, like honestly, my thing with creativity is like I hate boxing ideas. You know, honestly, the more you box, like save it for like this time, save it for that, you don't get to train your mind to reproduce new ideas and like to really practice and gain that creativity that you could actually have. So whenever I have ideas or like music video suggestions for the other artists, I'm definitely gonna help them out. Just because also in the music side of things, like they're more into music. I'm like a little baby and learn all of these new things. I would be needing their help, and in any way that I could help them, I would.
I could imagine the creative meetings when you guys have everybody in one room. I mean, James, when you have everybody in a round table, you have, you know, Issa doing like, it could be the visuals, and you have Leisha doing the production with the keys and everything. I could imagine like the shows now that you guys are gonna have. I mean, with the Nadine video for, is it the album video thing that you had a mini movie for? Is there any plans again for another one like that? As far as Careless, are you guys gonna be making another like a mini movie? What do you call it? Is it called a visualizer? What do you call it? The one that you did with
Yeah,
Nadine?
visual album. Yeah, visual album. Yeah, that was really legendary. And after we did that, like I'm never doing that again because it was really hard. But given back then it was a small team. Like this was like middle of pandemic when we shot that, so it was crazy. And you know, Nadine was very hands-on with the visuals, the storytelling, everything. And yeah, that was a really fun project, and I think it was the first of its kind in the Philippines. But definitely more out of the box ideas like that. You know, those are the things we try to come up with the artists. And yeah, it's kind of like that. We just have like everyone comes into the room in the office and we just kind of brainstorm together.
I mean, I imagine that when you guys released the Nadine visual movie, music video, everybody was at home on a Friday. You know what I mean? Everybody was on live on YouTube, waiting on the Careless channel when that was released, and emotions were high. Everybody was, you know what I mean? So everybody's waiting for it. Now, with you guys doing the signing, doing the trade launch and everything, what were the reactions that surprised you from people? What were like the interesting ones that you were like, okay, and what were like the weird ones that you guys would get? If you could remember, James and Issa. Start with you, Issa.
No, nothing was weird actually. Everything was really chill. I think like everyone's just all excited for us. They see, fortunately, they probably also see the potential talaga. And out of like there's no weirdness, no negativity or anything. Everything was just like good and easy.
And
Yeah,
belated happy birthday, by the way. Belated happy birthday. You celebrated your birthday, right? Recently, Issa, am I right?
Yes, I did. Thank you.
Yeah.
24 new age news. Careless.
Nakita ko lang sa IG na si Yurik eh. Lahat kayo nagkasayawan eh. And how about you, James? With the signing
Yeah,
and everything, I mean, what was surprising as far as reactions is concerned from the people when you did that trade launch?
I think before the trade launch, because the news about Issa signing and Liza signing was kind of already out. Of course, like always, everyone's very skeptical about like what we're doing and if I can really handle it.
Mhm.
I think a lot of those like perspectives got changed after they saw what we did with the trade launch, and after we're able to tell our story and everything that we're doing. I don't want people to think that, but generally it was like very supportive from everyone. Like all the reactions, it was very supportive, and everyone's really excited for what we're gonna do next. But yeah, I didn't want everyone to think that like like I'm the one that's calling all the shots on behalf of the artist. Really not it. At the end of the day, I'm just an artist as well, and I built Careless with a group of friends to help me turn my vision into like a reality. So what we're doing at Careless is bringing on people that have the vision, and we're more like collaborators than telling them what to do. So that's how I wanted people to see our management.
So this is
Don't
the
you think
time. This is
me
that.
bust?
This is that moment, Isa, where James is madudulas and he will tell us all the secrets of Careless. So, James, 2022, what's in store? What's left? What's next?
No, I
Okay,
can tell.
so
Ask the team. They said you can say this stuff. So
mm,
I'm in the clear. So we're releasing a mixtape later this year, featuring the full roster, and we'll be having a Philippine tour at the end of the year. I'll be touring like a lot of cities in the Philippines, followed by a US tour happening Q1 in the US and also in Europe. Oh,
Nice.
sorry. We're going to be having a huge we're going to have a stage at Sinulog 2023. So there will be a Careless stage in January. So look out for that. It's going to be crazy. We haven't had Sinulog in like 3 years.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
right. Oh
and
my gosh.
people are
That's right,
messaging they're
yeah.
saving money already to head to Sinulog 2023. So this is going to be something exciting. Now, of course, Isa, for you,
Enjoy.
other than Careless, I know you got a lot of stuff happening. You got presidential pause and all that. Go ahead.
Yeah, definitely presidential pause. Our pet brand, we're expanding. We now cater to cats. We've got different products coming up. Please join the community. We're opening another park in BGC by the end of this month. So we're gonna have 2 parks now. Our lounge, if you got cleaning, that's up. If you also need to clean your teeth, we've got Wavy. If you're into art and you like my art, we've got ISSA or Issa the brand on Instagram. If you want to get your hair done, we've got So yes, keep in touch. It's Pressman Issa on Instagram.
Sign me up on that hair done. And you
Yes.
for that
Yes.
presidential pause, Kayla. But guys, thank you very much. For those who are tuning in, we have James, we have Isa, Careless Music, of course. Thank you guys for always pushing the boundaries, man. James, just for me, this is my last question. What keeps you motivated, especially when it comes to, you have any tips, you have any message for those who want to try new things, but they're sort of afraid or doubting themselves? Because it seems like every move that you and your team do, it's like, all right, let's just do it. Let's go. It's planned out, but let's do it. You have a lot of courage. You have a lot of, a lot of strength to do so. And also the people that you're assigning are also leaders of what they do.
Yeah, I mean, for me, what I realized during doing all of this stuff, of course, there's like you worry about whether or not you're doing the right thing. Can you actually do it? Are you good enough? But then I realized no one really knows what they're doing. That's what I realized. No one really knows what they're doing. My guess is as good as anyone else's. So sometimes you just need to like stick to your guns. Don't compromise on your values, and then just keep moving forward. And then eventually, you'll turn around, and then you'll see something that that you're proud of. So yeah, just keep moving forward. That's the only way.
Gotta keep that 1 foot in front of you. And of course, Isa.
Yeah, Isa, if you have any tips like for content creation, I know you mentioned earlier like not staying within a box, but do you have any other tips for content creation?
One thing is like it's always good to have inspirations and pegs, but never copy. Like it's not gonna work out if it's not you. If it's you, you get to represent it well. If you get to represent it well, you've got like this certain like happiness into doing it. So it's very convincing, it's very inspiring. And at the end of the day, that's what you want to do. You want to pass on that inspiration, right? So that everyone else gets fueled to do their own thing. So yeah, be yourself, authentic. Do you.
Sim- Simple as that.
True.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, you guys have a great weekend. What's the plan for tonight?
too.
Are y'all going to be at HQ? Are you going to be partying? Or is it
Oh
back
man,
to the grind?
we were there last night.
We were there last night. I'm tired.
Yeah, that's why I'm so tired too. We were there last night because Messiah.
Yeah, it was for high Sam. I was like, I'm not gonna grab a drink. Yeah, I'm holding 2 drinks.
I mean, was it a last live show? Is Messiah going to take a vacation? What is it? It's just that I saw somebody's post like last live show or something.
So it was the last of a series of shows that he was doing. But I mean, there's going to be a lot more. So yeah, it was his last one of this series that he was doing, and we had the whole crew come through, like Careless, the big team, and it was packed. It was wild.
Hey, cool. I can imagine how the party's all turned up.
Both you guys, you should come check it out sometime.
Yeah, we will. HQ. So over in Poblacion. And last but not least, message, before we let you guys go, because I know it's a busy Friday for you guys. Issa, message to all your fans, the new ones and the day one fans.
I'm definitely starting a new journey. Thank you so much for being there. You guys are actually gonna witness like this whole progress and journey. There's gonna be a big transformation, but you can bet on me doing it all the time and doing it happily. Be with me till the end. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, James. Also, Jeff, Careless, everyone else for believing in me. It's gonna be fun.
Can't
Yo,
wait
guys.
for this.
Can't wait.
Is gonna do next. She is an amazing singer, a very unique voice. Like as soon as you hear it, like that's Issa, and she's gonna be breaking, a lot of barriers in the creative space. So exciting stuff.
And of
Thank
course,
you.
James, message to all the fans of Careless, those who supported all throughout the journey since day one.
Oh yeah, I love you guys. You guys are the best fans in the world. I always say that. Thank you for being patient with us. Thank you for the support. And, it's going to be this year. Finally, we'll be able to see you all in person at all the shows that we're doing. So make sure you hit up, all the Careless socials, where you want us to go. And we will connect with you guys soon.
James, what's your secret for your skin? Puyat ka pa niya, no? Tiga mo. So pogi. Sorry.
Flawless.
I just gotta do that for the girls.
It's just the light, man. Good lighting.
Natawa si Isa. Habi ni Isa, what the hell was that, Rico? Well, you guys take care, all right? Thank you, guys. All right? Have a great
Thank
Friday.
you.
Congratulations. All right? Say what's up to everybody, to Nadine's chef, everyone, all right? Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye, guys.
All right,
you.
peace. There you have it. Issa Pressman, of course, James Reid, Careless Music. That's what it's all about. Ayla.
Mhm. Exciting
Right?
times ahead for sure. I can't wait.
Keep on supporting these artists, of course, to get their music going. Request for it here on the Monster. We're going to play y'all something from James Reid. Till then, thank you guys for watching another fantastic Friday. My name is Rico Robles.
I'm Kayla Rivera.
This has been another Monster exclusive interview. Thank you.
Monster exclusive interview. Monster exclusive interview. Only from Manila's hottest. Monster RX93.1.